I love this cast, and without any further ado, I would like to introduce my friends and my fellow castmates, the Samurai Power Rangers. Give it up for them. Ladies and gentlemen, Steven Schuyler, Erica Fong, Hector David Jr., Alex Hartman, Najee Detej, and Brittany Pirtle. My friends.
Thank you.
So,
What's up, everybody?
Don't you guys wish that you could have been in here to watch that? Were you peeking through the door?
We were actually in here.
Did you have a
You just
monitor?
didn't see us.
So, you guys, we're going to take a few questions for the cast, but I want to ask the cast just a couple of questions myself beforehand.
Uh-oh. Should we be scared?
No, man. You remember months ago when we premiered the series, guys, and we were at the Grove in LA, and we were doing press interviews, and we got to talk about what it was like to take the mantle of this really cool show on. Now we've all worked together for months and months and months, and you've really owned all of your characters. You've all had the moments where you're like, I don't like this, or I like this, and you've taken what was given to you and you've made it your own. Now, I'd love each of you to tell us, right now, how do you feel about yourself and your place in the Power Rangers cast?
That's a big question. I think it'd be hard to be anywhere but on Cloud 9 right now, sitting in front of all of these fans.
Yeah.
Having just watched the Origins.
Let's give it up for the fans! Come on! Power Rangers! Yeah!
It's still really, really surreal to us. We've grown so much over the year, and I mean, right now, it's
Does it really?
amazing.
Does it feel surreal still to you?
It still does. It really
Oh, yeah,
does.
definitely.
And just thank you to all of you guys. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, we definitely wouldn't be here without you guys. So you guys
Absolutely.
make us come back every single year.
Yeah.
And every single, time the show has been on and aired is because of you guys. So thank you.
Najee, what do you think? I'm gonna make you talk.
I heard it. Someone's got the Morpher ring. Where'd he go?
I'm definitely pleased to be here, and I feel that we all work together great, as a team with Power Rangers, and I'm just blessed,
You guys have great chemistry on stage. What do you think, Brett?
It's so awesome to be here right now. I mean, I'm from here and I've got to see Comic-Con every year and all this huge crowd and phenomenon and whatnot. And to be sitting here and answering questions is just a dream come true. So, and with my family. And
That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's awesome.
Thank you guys for coming out to see this. Okay, so I know you guys probably have some questions.
Yeah.
And
What you got?
I'm gonna be behind the podium playing Samurai Steel. Because it's awesome, I swear. So I have a couple of ninja assassins in the audience who are gonna come over and kind of pre-screen your question. Do you have your candidates yet? Do you know who we're gonna talk to? Hello. I know this guy. I know him well.
We met him today.
our biggest fans.
What a good-looking crowd, man. Yeah, give it up to the fans. Yeah.
All right, I got a question for all of you. Did you watch any of the shows before yours?
Of course.
Of course,
We all grew up on Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, I mean, let's give it up for Mighty Morphin.
Mighty Morphin, the original.
What about the other ones?
And give it up for your host, Paulie. He's amazing.
What about the other one?
No, it's such an honor, like I said, to be a part of this, and I grew up on the Green Ranger, Jason David Frank. Let's give it up for him as well. And to be able to be the Green Ranger and growing up and him being my role model, it was like it's a dream come true, and we're all truly blessed. And I feel like a kid again. I really feel like I'm a fan playing on the show all day long. Like it's awesome. So
Is there any other versions of the series that you guys have gotten into besides Mighty Morphin?
I like Turbo, and there's nothing like Mighty Morphin. Turbo's pretty sick.
Turbo's cool. I like
Blake
Zeo.
Foster,
I like Zeo
yeah.
too. There's a couple of weird ones in there, but I still like them.
What about Mystic Force? Is anyone a fan of Mystic Force?
Yeah, see, that's cool. You got to admit, each season has its own particular attributes which different people gravitate towards. It's just like Lakers Celtics. Just depends on what you like. What do you like? So come on, Steve, don't laugh at me. Steve Schuyler? My microphone's bigger than yours. Thank you for the question, man.
Yeah, thank you so much, man.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, can each of you tell us about a nostalgic memory you have from watching the original Power Rangers? What it means to you?
You go ahead. You got the best story, Red Ranger.
Well, then we should save it for last.
Okay. Who wants to go?
I just remember as a kid every day coming home from school and getting on the bus and just going straight home, eating a snack, doing my homework, and watching Mighty Morphins. And Kimberly was my favorite, and it's just crazy to be sitting here and being Tank Ranger right now. So.
Yeah. In kindergarten, they told me I was too hyper because I watched Power Rangers. I don't know if anybody else had the same problem, but they wanted to put me on Adderall and they wanted to put me on Ritalin. I was like, no way. Yeah, right there, buddy.
Need a morpher.
Power Rangers, yeah, for sure.
What do you guys got?
No more OG?
I'm in the same boat with Erica. You know, I used to go home and my cousin was my best friend, and we'd go home and watch it with my grandma around, and it was just one of your pastimes. You know, it's awesome.
It's part of our childhood.
One of my funny memories of the original Mighty Morphin series is there was a playground right across the street from my house, and I would wake up in the morning and I would hear the kids at like 8:30 in the morning playing Power Rangers in the playground across the street through my open window. And there was this one dude that everybody picked on, and they always made him play Bulk. and I could hear it. No, you gotta play Bulk. I want to be the Red Ranger. No, you're Bulk because you're heavy. And he's like, and then after about 3 weeks of this, because I had just moved there, I walked out while they were playing with a leather jacket on. And I gave the dude a Bulk figure and said, "You are the coolest dude on this playground."
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
And I walked back home and they were all like, and then literally I had to move after that because people were like driving through the neighborhood like checking like, where does he live, man? He's gonna be right. Okay, next question.
Thank you for the question.
Okay, I've been following you guys since I was, younger and everything. So this is actually a two-parter, one for the panel and then one for you, Bulk Bear.
I don't know me. You don't know me.
Okay, for the panel, especially with the creation of the first Power Ranger movie, which was so awesome, do you guys see yourself hopefully making a Power Ranger movie as well? And the second parter is for you, Bulk. You've been around since the beginning, and I was just curious, do you foresee yourself maybe perhaps from some sort of mishap, perhaps, or something like that? Do you foresee yourself maybe getting like a Power Ranger power and taking on the mantle of being a Power Ranger yourself?
All right. Well, let's start with the first part of the question.
I hope we have a
I sure
movie.
hope so. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the question, I think there's really a question for you guys. I mean, do you guys want a movie?
Yeah.
You guys want a samurai movie?
And
All
you
right.
want it in 3D.
Right in and ask for it.
You know what?
gotta be
I don't
3D.
I don't think any of us would say no, we wouldn't want to do a movie, but I think all of us can agree that if you're going to do a Power Rangers movie, it has to have the same spirit of fun and energy that Samurai has.
Yes.
Kind of hearkening back to that original season, that nostalgic kind of memory that we all have.
Yep.
And we would love to do it. Totally. Absolutely. I like to direct it. Totally. Because I know the show, man. So, and to answer your question, I've answered this question online before. The answer is no. Because if you make him a ranger, you take away the thing that he aspires to forever. You know? It's like the guy that never gets the girl. He always has hope. But that's the character's thing. I'm happy to be where I'm at in the show. We have heroes for a reason, and they're right here.
Woo!
Okay, what's up? What's your question? Hey, man. Nice to see you.
Thank you all for coming. Paul, I picked up the Classics Lion-O figure from Thundercats. It's awesome.
I'm sure that my team will thank you for your compliment. Thanks.
We only saw a little bit of Bulk and Spike interacting with the cast in the first season. Why is that? I kind of would have liked to seen a little more interacting with...
Well, I'm going to answer that for you real quick. You have a show. It's called The Power Rangers. It's about the Power Rangers. So you cannot devote too much time to those characters because then the show ceases to be about our heroes, you know? And plus, I like waiting for like what's the next idiotic thing those guys are going to do, you know? Like it does provide a counterpoint to the action.
Yeah, thanks, Paul.
Yeah.
Thank
Well
you.
said.
Thank you all for
Yeah.
coming.
Thank you so
I
much,
don't
Paul.
want to say that, but...
Konnichiwa, Mina.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Bulk, you get this question. What do you like about Power Rangers Samurai and what don't you like, basically as your character?
I'm going to throw that to my fellow cast members because I hate questions where they're like tell me who you hate in the cast. I don't hate anyone. You gotta say, we love our jobs, don't we?
Yeah, totally.
There's a couple things that are a little rough. New Zealand, cold,
But
in
beautiful.
the winter.
Yes, very cold, very wet in the wintertime, New Zealand. But it also is one of the most beautiful places
That's
to
true.
shoot, and some of the locations that you see on screen are all real. It's not like backdrops or anything. It's all real. So if you guys could ever get a chance to go to New Zealand, please check it out because that's where Power Rangers was filmed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Is there anything anyone? I mean, it's tough to talk about negative stuff because we don't want to talk about bad stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we love.
Well, I mean, I got some negative things I've been waiting to say about these guys. So I don't know about them.
You want to? Did you give me a? Oh, you did give me the list. Yikes.
Yeah, hide that.
Not now.
So sorry, man. We don't have anything back to say. Ohayou gozaimasu.
Konnichiwa.
What's up, man?
Well, thank you for coming back to Power Rangers first.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Paulie.
I knew this was gonna happen. Can't get a room full of like 24-year-olds together and they're all like, hey. You're welcome. And you know what? Thank you, Haim Saban, for bringing us back to the original, really fun spirit of our show.
Yeah. Yes, thank you, Saban.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You know, I'm not afraid to say that during the Disney epoch, this show had a tendency to perhaps take itself a little too seriously. No, but that's, I mean, you know what you know like the moments, Alex, where you're like, it's time to rock. Like, that's a serious moment.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be like a telenovela, you know, where you're like, get on with it. I want to see some robot fighting.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Haim.
I wanted to question, how do you guys feel that the series compares to the original Shinkenger?
All right. How it compares?
We were talking earlier about it, and it's kind of like a blueprint. You know, we kind of follow that whole storyline, but we obviously add our own spin on it, you know. And towards the end, you know, we're going into our second season. It's going to be just a totally different show.
Yeah, totally.
It's awesome. We're throwing so much crazy stuff towards you guys. The storyline just gets phenomenal. We just got so excited reading scripts for it, and it's great.
The Japanese show is tough because in Japan they can get away with much darker themes than we can here, you know, for children's television. Like, there are some themes that we just, you know, there's some bad stuff in those shows. Like, really, you know, and it's not cool. Not cool for us in Nickelodeon. That's what I did. Every time somebody tries to write some like cuss word on my Facebook, I'm like, I delete it and I'm like, welcome to Nickelodeon. Come on, man. It's a public Facebook page. Who's next? Got a question?
I got a question because this is the first time I've seen someone on TV.
That's awesome,
dude! Give it up a little bit.
Well, why don't you come up here real quick?
Yeah.
Why don't you come up here, buddy?
Get up here.
Come on up. It's totally fine. So we're gonna take it from like talking on the microphone to meeting people on TV to touching the people that are on the TV. Come on up, buddy. And meanwhile, I'm gonna sing a song. Am I blue? Am I blue? Najee's blue. Hoping you won't be too. All right. Where's Felix when you need him?
I thought that was Paulie for a second.
Wicked. I know. Speaking of Felix, where is Felix? Sorry, sidekicks. No sidekicks today. Nice to meet you, kid. Thanks. I hope that was cool. What's our next question?
How do you feel about being on Nickelodeon after that last comment of yours about
Are you kidding me? I love Nick. I love Nick. Nickelodeon is the epoch of transmission for our show.
Yes.
This is like, this is super worldwide, right?
Yeah, #1 kids network right now.
It's the
Always
#1
has
kids
been.
show,
Nickelodeon.
#1 network. What else could we ask for?
Yeah.
Nickelodeon and Nicktoons rock. And I don't think anyone can argue that. I watch it all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, hi. First off, you know, I was a huge fan since the beginning of Power Rangers. I love how you guys have brought it back. it's you bringing it. It's new, but it's also mainly I like how you're sticking really close to the original Sentai, and there are a couple things you changed, like changing kanji to power symbols and editing the background morphing sequence. But for the most part, you've kept it the same, and I really like that. And my question is, I think earlier question sort of alluded to it. I was holding that by the floor. So clearly you've watched Shinkenger because, have you watched any of the other Super Sentai series?
Besides Shikenja?
Yeah.
The only one that I think we received before we started shooting Rangers was the Shikenja, and I think a couple of us overviewed a couple of the episodes and just to get a feel for what we were getting into, and we kind of all agreed to ourselves that we're gonna make this our own. We're not gonna follow another show. We're gonna do it the way Power Rangers is supposed to be done, and we're gonna bring. Wow, someone's screaming out there. But yeah, no. So we kind of just added our own flavor to it, and we did study a little bit, but we kind of wanted to add our own flavor.
You do. It does. We want to make our own unique presentation.
Yes.
So while I know it's tough when the footage comes from a show that's already done, but it's our responsibility to make it our own, and I think we do that. And the directors work really hard to do that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I think you did it really well because you're similar to the story, but I don't feel like even though I've seen all of Shinkenger, I know what Jaden's secret is. I know all that stuff. I don't feel like I know that because you could have easily changed it.
Right on.
So
Do I need to
take
take you back?
Huge fan.
Thanks, bud.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
This is tiny.
Hey, man.
There we go.
You're tall. You're huge.
I am.
Is that Michael Copan?
I'm sorry?
Oh, I thought that was Michael Copan. Sorry. No. Never mind. Joke's over.
All right, fine. Been a fan since essentially the first episode aired in August,
Awesome.
And kind of sucks because my questions were taken by the previous 4 people that were in front of me.
No worries. Why don't you just go to the back of the line and just think about it for a minute?
I know, right? But I thought about one now since they already asked about Shinkenger.
You know what?
They
I have
already
a question.
asked
Power Rangers, what did you have for lunch today? What do actors eat?
Turkey sandwich.
Yeah, turkey sandwich.
Right.
McCormick's?
I know, so
I had a
boring,
little bit
right?
of McCormick's.
Oysters?
So seafood?
A Power Ranger burger.
Lame joke, Najee. Lame joke.
I didn't eat lunch. I played Samurai Steel.
Sell that game, Paulie. Sell that game.
I bought that game already. So. Okay, you got a question now?
Yeah, I do actually. No, that's cool. Where would I look for? Pretty much looking for casting calls for Power Rangers, because after Samurai would be Goseiger in Japan, so I'm sure Nickelodeon will be looking for a different team unless they do like the original Rangers did and kept the team.
Man, you guys, I'm going to take this because the people ask me this all the time. All right, ready? This is how to be an actor in 30 seconds. In the acting business, there is a system called breakdown services. Producers that are in need of actors contact breakdown services and put out a casting request for people that match a certain description or type. Casting agencies receive that, casting agents submit their people to the casting agencies, and then certain folks are chosen for the auditions, and therefore the callbacks, and therefore get the jobs. So the answer to your question is, you need an agent, a talent agent, in a major market, preferably LA, New York, Chicago, and you need to know who the casting agent is that's doing the casting, and your agent has to market on your behalf.
Something like that.
That's pretty much it.
30 seconds.
Pretty much it, bro.
Yeah.
So, don't give up your hope. If that's your dream, do it. And if you need more info, I will help you. I can help you get an agent. I'll help you. I can tell you how to get an agent.
And to kind of just elaborate on ending on Paulie, I started off as a fan. Like I said before, I was 4 years old watching the show, and now I'm up here talking to all you guys that were all fans probably the same time that I was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it can happen. It can happen to anybody, and
Dude,
everybody's a Power Ranger.
So true. In addition to our teamwork themes, we are never going to tell you to not follow your dreams. Always follow your heart.
I wrote it on some of the posters that I signed. So just
Awesome.
saying, follow your dreams.
Yeah. Cool, man. Sure. What's up, bud? You got a question?
Yeah, I do. I used to watch Power Rangers when I was a little kid, and I totally loved the White Ranger.
Woo!
That's cool.
Is there any chance of him appearing? Is there any chance of him appearing in the show?
Well, in the Japanese version of the show, there's that Mega Red episode where they get every Red Ranger from all time. So you never know. I'm gonna say not currently, no plans, but you never know. What's up, man? Number 2 for you.
Hello. I just want to say
Hello
thanks
again.
for all coming, okay?
Yeah, bud.
Now I want to make a comment about Power Rangers, and then I got a question. It's a dynasty. The show is now a dynasty, okay?
And what is the definition of a dynasty, sir?
Something that lasts for a long time. More than 10 years.
There you go.
All right, now I got a question for the Red Ranger, Alex.
Shoot.
Now picture this. How do you think it would be, well, a couple years ago they had an episode called Forever Red, okay?
Yeah.
And there was 10 guys in that episode.
Yeah.
You're the 20th guy. How do you think that would be like with you team up with 19 other guys?
What do you think? Like, would I win?
No, I mean,
in a contest?
No, how do you think it'll be? Like, it's just going to be like a 30-minute episode with 20 guys just do what they do.
It would be an honor for me because I grew up on the Red Rangers, and I was Red Rangers for Halloweens, countless Halloweens. So for me, it would be an honor.
Okay. And do you think that would be hard to do it?
No. It'd be fantastic.
That'd be
It'd be fun.
Hard to find the guys, it would be hard.
Good answer.
You can't come on that.
Good answer, Alex. What's up, man? You got a question?
Yeah, I'm wondering, since you guys have been cast, have you guys been wearing your colors more often?
Yes. Don't ask me that question.
Absolutely yes.
Do I wear cake?
I think actually an episode aired, I think recently, where Jaden gets poisoned around around the circle, and we're talking to Daisuke at the Tengen Gate. And for some reason that day, I happened to show my undergarments to all the fans around the world. And what color were they? Oh, they were lime green. So yeah, I stick to my color very, very, very strictly.
That is so funny. I have been shopping for leather lately too.
Leather chaps.
Well, Bulk and Skull were always like really punk rock, right? And that was like the cool thing. And then in this show, like they were really making me like soccer mom dad. Like, here's another Hawaiian shirt. And so I talked to the costume designer. I was like, please give me some leather, please. So that's cool. So come on up here, buddy. Come on up here. We got another young friend.
Hey, give it up for him.
Go, man.
This guy's got to go. Say hi to this little guy, will you guys? These are my friends. All right, now look, this costume has been really perplexing me. I'd like to know.
Do you not watch Venture Bros?
Tell me what. Aha, thank you. Now it makes complete sense. You're awesome. So go on. What's your question, bro? We got to wrap this up quick, guys. Get the questions out.
This question is for the girls.
Cool.
Girls? Yeah, they're not ready yet, but I wanted to ask them, how do you feel about being role models for little girls growing up? Because some people view as Power Rangers as not being necessarily a girl-centric show.
Well, personally, I was just thinking. I'm just kidding.
A lot of people look up to the female Rangers. Yeah. All the girls do. That's an awesome responsibility.
Well, it's such an honor for us to be able to, show girls how to be and just be a role model for you kids. I mean, this is one of my biggest achievements in life at this point. And,
awesome, Britt.
To be starting out in a kid range is so awesome, and I love the fans. It's so exciting. I mean, they put a smile on our faces every day going to work, and it's so awesome. Yeah.
It is a responsibility.
It's a huge responsibility.
It is. I think about it every time I want to say something really horrible. I always look around and I'm like, I don't want to do that to some young person who has a preconceived notion, Yeah.
And I think the women in the show, the girls in the show, bring the essence. They really bring a lot of the flavor to the show. And even since Mighty Morphin, man, I had the hots for Kimberly. Woo! And now we got a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Yellow Ranger and a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Pink Ranger. So give it up for them.
And they are not available for dating.
No. Especially not Emily.
That whole parental thing.
Sorry, can we repeat the question?
What's up, man? Do you have one more follow-up?
No, I just want to say thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
2 more questions, guys. 2 more questions and we're done.
Hey, that's me.
3. Well, I just meant that. Oh.
Our contest winner.
This is our contest winner. You're awesome.
He had the best fan video on Facebook.
Yes, give it up for him for the best fan video.
Your video rocked.
Paul?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I figured I'd ask a question to get internet one over with. A lot of people argue about the Disney era. Is it canon or isn't it now?
Is it canon?
Is it in line with everything? With
Well,
the series?
do you remember that one day last year when it was like really hot outside? It happened.
Yeah.
It is in the past. It is a legacy that we all need to deal with. But our show lives season to season. And I think that you have a new chance every season to be amazing and to stumble, right? And sometimes we do, but we're doing our best for you.
Yep.
We're all doing our best.
Nicely put.
Yeah.
It's a good question, though.
Thank you.
I know it's tough when you have a pantheon. It's like Star Wars movies,
Yeah.
Sir, hi.
Hi, I was just wondering, I know there was an episode where all the Red Rangers came together.
Yeah.
Will there be an episode where all of the Rangers from every season come together?
That would be too much for me. That's too many.
I mean, I'm down. I'm down. You guys down?
I think there's a stadium in Oakland that's available.
I'm gonna put that on the breakdown. So if you guys want to audition,
I
come
mean,
talk
really,
to me.
how would you? I mean, directorially, how would you cover that shot, bro?
I need you 500 over there, and I need
All
the
right,
other.
one more
500 on
question.
this
One more
side.
question, sir.
Hello, everyone. My question is more for the cast about them than it is for the show. You guys seem like you get along so well. So, like, which one of you is the serious one? Which one's the funny one, the prankster, that kind of stuff?
We're all so much like our characters, you wouldn't even. It's crazy.
When we first started.
Yeah, when we first got to New Zealand, we all were like figuring out our character description and everything, and slowly we were like, this is me. Wait, this is weird. This is who I am. We were
I
all
think I
fast-
smile a bit more than Jaden does in real life.
Steven Skyler is deeply spiritual.
I was gonna say something actually. Finally. The show teaches teamwork and good morals and high standards and all that kind of stuff. The funny thing is that we actually had to learn a lot of that ourselves, working together 24/7, neck and neck, and we had to deal with certain issues in our own, team and working it out. And so it was
Absolutely.
really, really cool that we actually learned a lot from just working together. Probably more than maybe you guys will even ever know. So it's been amazing. It's been really amazing.
Yeah, and we couldn't have done it without each other,
Yeah.
We got put together at last minute, right when we auditioned and we got the role, and we were in New Zealand in no time. And it's already been a year since we've been, in New Zealand, and it's just without them, we couldn't have made it through it.
And we're gonna be friends for life. Like literally, we feel like family. In the
Yeah.
beginning, it didn't feel. It was all fake. We had to learn to like each other.
Yeah.
But now we genuinely actually love each other. So it's cool.
Soldiers.
Yeah.
Soldier thing. Okay, you guys, now I have something very special I want to do to wrap this up. I know all of you want to participate with your cast in the Samurai Call. So we are going to say it all together. Okay?
Do we need to stand for this?
Rangers together, Samurai forever. 1, 2, 3. Rangers together!
Samurai forever!
Thank you for coming to our panel.
Thank you guys
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you
We
so
love
much. You guys are amazing. You guys want to see a morph?
You guys want to see a morph?
Hey, why not? Let's do it. Jaden, set it off. Thank you. You guys are all amazing. For up on the bottom of our hearts. We love you guys. Have a good night. Drive safe.
So much for coming.